Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I really don't got no big names on defense.
On the quick slant. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Pushing through the contact.
Yeah, swampdog34.
17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Yeah.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Darren Lee there to get him down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On 2nd down, Freeman.
Come on, man. You got to make the block, man.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And Jones has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. A handoff.
Like how this dude fucking shit blocking?
They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Dolphins are going to home.
Motherfucker.
It's a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining.
I ain't want to throw no fucking pick, man.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they get
I ain't want to throw no pick, man.
Here. It's 10-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6
hey,
after a 13-play drop.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field.
I need to change that shit.
There, but here's the other part. 13 plays.
How you take it off?
Mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
All right.
But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Man, all he that shit fucking all this fucking. What? I don't got commentation on, huh?
I don't know, but I hear you talking.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Flush to his right. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back to the air, Rudolph. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone!
Rudolph throwing again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Leopard!
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side and got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, it's got
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Noah Spence in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And out come the Dolphins now. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Another carry down for Gurley. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Carlos Dunlap in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He's going to get it running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Suckup will put this one right through, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back. Preferably a takeaway.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Rudolph looking to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Blue 90! Gone!
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Leonard Floyd. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Here's Garoppolo to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find
Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Titans. Devontae Freeman, 33 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken about the 12. Busts through the tackle. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Gone! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Spins by. On the right side by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Devontae Freeman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A good pickup there, 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rudolph on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he Goldman in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Freeman again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go.
Here's Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week.
Oh, no, he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing. Gun.
He's back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine